Yeah. And of course, we have our ball handler. We have Honorable John Lloyd Gulang. Good evening, Miss Myrtle.
Hello, good evening.
How are you tonight?
Oh, I'm feeling great to be part of this fiery event. Actually, I have not been feeling well for the past few weeks because I have cough, asthma, and runny nose. But I can truly say that I am lumiliyag because I am here conquering the stage. Thank you.
Okay, wow, what a beautiful question. Answer. A short question of how are you feeling tonight? But you have ultimately answered the question. By the way, Miss Myrtle, there is someone in my left side wearing a brown t-shirt who is willing to have a photo op with you. Are you willing to have a photo opportunity with him later on?
I actually have a boyfriend and he's here right now.
Okay, he is here right now. But the question is, my question was, I was asking if given the chance, would you mind to have a photo with him for the photo opportunity as a candidate for the Queen 2025?
Well, I would like to ask him first.
Okay, so where is your boyfriend? Okay, where is your boyfriend? The one who is wearing color black. And again, I guess he is angry with me because he stares at me with the two eyebrows. Charis. How long with you with your boyfriend?
Oh, we're already 1 year and 3 months.
And how many days? Cha. Okay, so are you ready for your question?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay, may I ask Honorable John Lloyd Gulang, the lady in black. So kindly pick your question. So your question is, for the information of everybody, they will be ranked later on to the top 3, and the top 3 will be announced later on as well. So your question is, what is one of your greatest strengths and how can you use it to help others? Again, what is one of your greatest strengths and how can you use it to help others?
Thank you so much for that wonderful question. Once again, good evening, Kay Jokani. My greatest strength would be confidence. Back in the days, I was being bullied and I don't know how to believe in myself. I don't even want to dance or sing. But later on, I realized that you should have to believe in yourself, to believe in what you can do, because that is yourself and no one could ever get it from you. That is all. Thank you.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Candidate number 1, Miss Myrtle. Her greatest strength is her confidence. Because way back then, she was bullied. And for the information of everybody, there is a law for anti-bullying. And you can read all the articles in Depth Order number 40, series of 2012, based on the RA number 7610, if I'm not mistaken. So, ladies and gentlemen, candidate number 2. Good evening, Miss Shane.
Good evening.
How are you feeling tonight, Shane?
I'm feeling grateful and blessed to be here tonight. Shout out to my friends out there.
Okay, your friends out there are supporting you all the way from Valencia. And I believe they will be coming home late and take the exam tomorrow morning for 2 hours. Okay, aside from you are feeling great tonight, Shane, who would you like to kind of shout out?
Shout out to the assistant of my handler, Ate Crisel, and to my boyfriend.
Okay, your boyfriend who is wearing, I don't know what color is that, but I believe he is from Isugan, Bangkok, and he will be traveling later na. So, magdungan mo uli karon.
Yes.
Okay. So, Shane, are you ready for your question?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, since you are ready, Miss Lloyd, you will pick your question inside the bowl. Your question is, how can the youth of the Philippines help address the problem poverty in our country? Again, how can the youth of the Philippines help address the problem poverty in our country?
My vision of the How can the youth of the Philippines help address the problem poverty in our country? I believe that through education, the youth of the Philippines help address the problem poverty in our country, because through education, we've not only gained knowledge and skills, but also developed essential life skills such as resilience and perseverance. As someone from a humble background, I believe that education is the key to breaking cycles of poverty. It's not about where I came from, but it's about where I am going. That's all, thank you.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, candidate number 2. To solve the problem, to address the problem of poverty in our country, according to Shane Romacho, she will be addressing it through education. So we have another candidate on stage, candidate number 3. The lady in red. Good evening, Miss Erla May.
It's Eria May, I'm sorry.
Earl.
Eria May.
Eria May. Sorry, because letter I, it's not clearly printed. It's like letter L. Okay. Eria May. Sorry for that. Thank you for that correction.
It's okay, it's okay.
Again?
I mean, it's okay.
Okay, it's okay. Okay. So how are you feeling tonight? You are one of the crowd's favorite.
I mean, my heart is full of joy and gratitude to those people who are rooting for me. And honestly, I am nervous, but then hearing those cheers out there, it really warms my heart and it keeps me going.
Okay, since you keeps on going tonight, do you have any boyfriend?
No.
I believe there is someone there on my right side wearing jacket ninja. Is willing to do not take off your jacket, Dodong. Okay. Ikaw i-bet niya kanina. Ang sabi mo ikastorya niya? To lower down your nervousness.
I mean, all I can say is thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Dodong. So, are you ready for your question, Miss Eria May?
Yes, I am.
Okay, Charlotte. The beautiful SK Kagawad, you may now pick your question. Okay, so your question is, grabe mo tapod. Okay, your question is, if you were a leader, what specific action you would take to promote good governance and honesty? Again, if you were a leader, what specific action would you take to promote good governance and honesty?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If I would become a leader, the qualities that I would promote is empathy and also the importance of transparency and accountability with which our country lacks today. And I believe that when you are socially aware of what is happening around you, you are able to make change the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Inoya. If she is a leader, her action of good governance would be empathy and transparency, because according to her, This is the missing piece of our government today. Okay, that's her answer. Let's have candidate number 4. Miss Zaihana. Good evening, Miss.
Good evening.
Are you half Filipino, half American?
Actually, I'm pure Filipino.
Ah, but your family name is Cosep. It sounds like an American. Okay. How old are you, Miss?
I am actually 19 years old.
Okay, so you are now a college student. Okay, what school?
Proud to say that I am from Negros Oriental State University.
Wow, what course?
I am actually taking Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy.
Wow, so you love reading some notes from the doctor, which all of us cannot read without comprehending those little texts. Okay, so you want to become a pharmacist someday?
Yes, and hopefully if God will allow me, I would like to proceed getting my doctoral degree.
Okay, so you are planning to proceed to medicine. So our province of Negros Oriental with Governor Chaco Sagarbaria has a scholarship program. And I hope, what year are you now?
I'm second year.
Second year, so you still have 2 years. First year college will be the last term of our governor. If he runs again, there will be. So maybe you can still apply sooner. So because one of our students here in Barangay Caichucan from San Pedro Academy Recoletos, Ingrid Benedico, was a graduate of medical technology, and she is now a third year medical student of Silman University. Good luck for your future endeavor in becoming a doctor. Okay, are you ready for your question?
Yes, I'm definitely
Okay,
ready.
since you're ready, Miss Guna, the lady in blonde. Okay, your question is, what is one social issue in the Philippines that you are passionate about and why? Again, what is one social issue in the Philippines that you are passionate about and why?
One social issue that the Philippines are facing right now that I want to focus on, it is about poverty. And I think that if our barangay have a good leadership, which is honesty, and provide good governance, support our people, we can break the stereotypes, and we can if we have good governance and promote livelihood to our people, like small business